Welcome to the Haunted Hour, where stories become nightmares. Tonight, we check into a quiet inn where nothing is as it seems. This is the story of Clara, who came looking for rest and found something far more disturbing. Turn down the lights and join me for The Last Guest. The Old Harbor Inn had stood at the edge of town for over a century, its peeling signs swinging in the salty wind. Locals called it cursed. Tourists called it quaint. But no one stayed in room 6. It was the room they gave to Clara. She was just passing through, heading home after a work conference, tired and desperate for sleep. The front desk clerk was polite but distant, sliding the room key across the counter without making eye contact. "Room 6, he said softly. "Top floor at the end of the hall." The elevator was broken, of course, so Clara climbed the creaking staircase, luggage bumping along behind her. The hall smelled faintly of damp wood and something metallic, like old blood dried beneath the floorboards. Room 6's door was slightly ajar when she arrived. Inside, the room was wrong. The furniture was outdated, but not in a charming way. More like it had been left untouched since the 1940s. A single chair sat in the corner, angled directly toward the bed. The air was cold, even though the heater rattled to life when she stepped inside. Clara tried to shake the unease, telling herself it was just a tired mind playing tricks. She took a quick shower, brushed her teeth, and turned off the light. The darkness swallowed the room instantly, unnaturally thick. And then came the knock. Software 3 taps. She sat up in bed, heart racing. The knock came again. Not from the door to the hallway, but from inside the room, from the closet. "Housekeeping," came a voice too cheerful, too forced, like someone imitating hospitality, but not understanding it. Clara froze. "No thanks," she whispered, voice shaking. The closet door creaked open. In the faint glow from the window, Clara saw nothing. The closet was empty, but the smell hit her. Rotting flowers and wet earth. Suddenly the TV flickered on by itself, screen filled with static. Over the static, a voice began to whisper. "Do you see me?" The chair in the corner shifted slightly. Clara stumbled out of bed, grabbing her phone. No signal. No Wi-Fi. The knocking started again. This time faster, louder, from every wall. "Do you see me?" the voice whispered again. The closet door slammed shut, and the TV cut to black. In the silence, Clara could hear breathing, shallow, ragged, right behind her. She spun around and saw her own reflection in the window, except it wasn't moving the same way she was. Her reflection's mouth stretched open, impossibly wide, and whispered in her own voice, "You're the last guest." The room door swung shut and locked itself, and Clara's scream echoed through the empty hall. When the front desk clerk checked the room the next morning, it was spotless, as if no one had stayed the night at all. But on the closet door, scratched deep into the wood, was a single message. "Do you see me?" If you ever find yourself in a charming old inn, take a closer look at the furniture, the mirrors, and the dark corners of the closet, because you never know how many guests came before you, and if they ever left. If you enjoyed tonight's tale, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us for the next chilling story on the Haunted Hour. Sleep well, if you can.